Okay, the recording is on now. In today's session, we'll be doing the different kind of charting platforms we can use, and we'll see what are the charting platforms are there and what are the advantages and disadvantages are there. So, two different kind of platforms I use is the Straight Tiger in the Sherkhan and Zerodha. So, both the charting platforms are free. You don't need to pay anything. Other than these, there are others as well. I mean, there are some vendors and all. So you can use AMI Broker as well. AMI Broker is also a good platform. But the thing is that AMI Broker itself is a software, basically a technical analysis software which is used worldwide. All right. So like AMI Broker, there are many others. I think MetaTrader is also there. So there are a few famous technical analysis softwares. Ninja Trader is also there. So like that, there are so many basically. The softwares, the technical analysis softwares are very, very famous in terms of the indicators and some methods of analyzing your performance in there based on the moving averages, stochastics, and all those things. So first of all, choosing a platform is very easy for us as a price action trader because we don't need indicators. So most of the people they're like comparing the indicators based on the comparing the technical analysis softwares based on the indicators. So that's not a criteria for us when we go for the softwares in terms of price action trading. We just need to see the candlestick formations. The candlestick should be seen, and you go for any kind of platforms, it is seen. There cannot be any indicators without the candlesticks, right? Also, apart from indicators, there are different kind of candlestick formations. Basically, people prefer to trade. Let's see if it's there like this, like Heikin-Ashi candles, Renko charts. So different. These are different themes of the chartings. All right. So even we don't use that. So we don't need that. So if you're a Heikin-Ashi trader or your charting pattern is on the Kagi or Renko and all, or range bars and all, point and figure is a different method of chartings where you don't see the candlestick formations. So in all these Heikin-Ashi, Renko, point and figure, these are the a few actually I'm familiar with. So I was in that phase of exploring those things as well. But again, didn't make sense for me. So since these are not the criteria in terms of price action traders, we can carry on with any kind of softwares. The only criteria matters for us is that the software data will have to be accurate. It should be correct, the data, because if the data is not correct, then everything is wrong. After that, what do you do? So that's a big issue basically when you go for these third-party softwares like AMI Broker or there's Ninja Traders, because when you buy AMI Broker and Ninja Traders, that's just a software you buy. You'll have to feed the data from an outside vendor. So an outside vendor, you'll have to pay an outside vendor some money, and he will give you some data on a monthly basis. They will be charging you some 500 or 1,000 rupees like that. So most of the cases in Google, if you type those data, NSC data providers and those things, you'll be seeing a lot of data vendors for MT4, for AMI Broker, for Ninja Trader, for Trade Station or something like that. Most of them most of them offering you data for 500 or 800 bucks. They are really not good data. They are delayed data. Basically, from NSC exchange, there is a big vendor who is buying the data, and from that vendor, these guys are the franchises. So be careful about those things, especially MT4, because in India there are a lot of forex traders who use MT4, so they are very much they're very much familiar with MT4. So they want to see MT4. They want to see the Indian market data on the MT4 as well, and they go for MT4 data providers who provide them the data. And again, those data are not accurate. So the best option, I feel like to choose a trading software is either you pay a high amount for your data, like 2,000 to 3,000 range, within a range of 2,000 to 3,000. Then you can expect the vendor is really a good vendor. And yeah, if you spend 2,000 to 3,000, I mean, the vendors I know personally, they are providing the data, and the data is really accurate, but it will cost you 2,000 to 3,000. So it's expensive, but the data is correct. And also, to give you the right data, they will also have to spend money, right, for their business. The other option is, if you don't want to spend those much amount, then you go for a platform, go for a particular broker data, directly broker data. So no third party software, no third party vendor, directly contact a broker, and whatever charting platforms he has, you take the data from him, because the broker's data are not problematic most of the cases. Maybe the first 1 minute data can be, the high low can be a problem in most of the brokers, like in Zerodha also. The first 1 minute candles low, like I shared with you guys, I think yesterday or day before yesterday. Yesterday only I shared with you, the low was something and the data low was showing something. But in spite of that first 1 minute candle high and low, the rest of the day remains okay. It's not a problem much in there. At least throughout the day, you'll be getting right data. And also, if the 1 minute candle high low is a problem, in most of the cases, you will see at the end of the day, at least they adjust the price in there. They do the updation at least. At least they're updated. So in terms of that, I prefer you go for either Trade Tiger, Sharekhan. See, this is not, again, this is not a publicity or marketing thing for Sharekhan or Zerodha. This is just like exploring the industry. I found these two are the good people actually. They have a good charting platforms, and they are providing a good data. No, good data. And it doesn't mean I'm doing marketing for them. The person who is working good in the market will have to say is working good, right? So I appreciate, basically I appreciate both the guys. In Zerodha there are some limitations, obviously, not in terms of, in terms of data, as well as in terms of the tools we use. And the same goes for Sharekhan as well. There are some limitations it has as well. Now, it's always better if you can use two different platforms. Like I use Zerodha as well as I use Trade Tiger as well. So in the morning, the 1 minute data should be checked, because the problem, most of the time, the problem comes in 1 minute data. So in the morning, if you see the 1 minute data, the first 1 minute high and low, you just check what is the high and low in your trading platform. Because trading platform, in the sense, when you open the account with a broker, okay, it's over there. Anyhow, this will distract me, so let's not see that. The order is already placed actually here. This is your broker trading platform. Now in your broker trading platform, you already have the trading terminal, right? Trading terminal in the sense where you put the trades. So this is your trading terminal, and here in first 1 minute only, you will come to know what is the high and low for first 1 minute. So right after that, because this won't be wrong, this trading terminal data won't be wrong. Directly it is connected to the NSE exchange. All right. So the wrong data can be applied on the charts, because the brokers, they're receiving the data in here, and then this data is interpreted in here. I mean, delivered inside their charting platforms. Trade Tiger is a charting platform for Sharekhan, right? Like Kite is a charting platform for Zerodha. So what they do, they're receiving the data directly, firstly in their terminal, and then those data are delivered into their charting platforms. So the problem is with their charting platforms, not with the trading terminal data, basically. So once you see the high and low here, directly you just check first 1 minute high and low, what happened in here in this chart. And sometimes what can happen that in Trade Tiger, there is a problem in the chart. I mean, in Trade Tiger, the first 1 minute data is wrong in first 1 minute data will be wrong in trade taker, but maybe first 1 minute data is correct in Zerodha, in Kite. So in that case, you can follow it from there, from that side in Kite, right? So you can match both the platforms and you can see where the data is right or where the data is wrong, and you can follow anyhow from there. And a lot of times what happens, the advantage of having two platforms is that a lot of times I've seen the Kite is not working. So maybe Kite is down for the day. So you have a backup software for the day to work with. That's another thing. Then sometimes TradeTaker doesn't work. You can use with Kite in that case. And then sometimes the data is not updated properly. It happens with the Kite most of the time. I mean, if I'm following the 3-minute charts or 5-minute charts for last, let's say, half an hour or 15 minutes, and suddenly I switch to 1-minute time frame, then it doesn't show me the updated 1-minute chart. It happens. So, and I need a trade at that time, at that point of time. So TradeTaker helps you out in that case. TradeTaker doesn't have a problem. Once you start TradeTaker, it doesn't have a problem during the market session, during the session. Sometimes during the session, maybe after 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, it doesn't get updated. Sometimes it happens, but it won't happen like you're just seeing 5-minute or 15-minute data and suddenly you switch to 1-minute data after 1 hour or 15 minutes and it's not updated. No, it happens. It gets properly updated most of the time. Okay. No, just a side note in between. I mean, we have the ex members here as well. This is for the recorded. This is for the recording members. I mean, whoever is seeing the recordings for them, since we are doing the session in the live market. So what we need to talk about the live trade going on right now. So since we have a key level right over here. So the thing we've been talking about, like buying in here in these areas of support. So we need to take care of this area as well, right? And obviously our breakout above this will help out, and our trade can be initiated from here as well for you guys. Okay, anyhow, coming back to the topic now. The problem in the trade tiger, no, sorry, the problem in the Zerodha Kite is like let me show you in the trade tiger so you'll understand. Here there is an option, you see, higher to lower. So if I'm drawing a line in a daily time frame, that line can be visible in hourly time frame and whatever lower time frames below that. So if I draw a line in 60-minute time frames, it's visible in the other time frames below that, which is important for the multi-time frame analysis, right? So that this facility is not in Kite. Here we don't have that. We don't have that here. If you draw a line in 3-minute in a lower time frame, it will be seen in the higher time frames, which is not required. We don't need that. We need to see the higher time frame key areas or the key levels to be seen in the lower time frames. So that's a minus point for Kite. What is the plus point? The plus point is Kite runs on a browser window, and TradeTaker doesn't run on browser window. You'll have to install a particular software. A TradeTaker comes with a particular software, so you'll have to install that software and all. And in TradeTaker, I've seen once you opens up, say 20-30 script, then it gets slow. It gets slow. So that's another issue in here. But in TradeTaker, it's not a case. In TradeTaker, you can go through 50-60 stocks. The system doesn't get slow. sorry, in the kite. All right, but in the trade tracker, you can't go more than 20-30 stocks at a time. It'll be slow after that. Okay, then regarding this issue, what else we have? Yeah, that's it. That's it. So previously I used to use AMI broker as well, but later on I had to leave AMI broker because of the data problem in there. Because of the data problem and a few other issues are also there in the AMI broker. But currently these are the two softwares I'm comfortable with. Now, for the people who are very new in the market, so I need to address those guys as well in terms of the introduction of the charting platforms. So once you log in inside Kite, even though Zerodha Kite has a YouTube channel, so you can just go to YouTube and type Kite Zerodha. You will get the entire channel, and it will show you all the operations, how it works out, how to see what the operations are, everything. Same goes for the trade tracker as well. Go to YouTube; they have a channel. Everything is in there. Okay, but still, just let me go through a few basic things you need to know. That is, this is the time frame here by default. So you have different level of time frames, and in trade tiger you can define your time frames here. Like if I want to see a 10-minute chart, I can do it, but in trade tiger I can do it. Excuse me, I mean, Kite people, if this may happen that I don't know it, but as far as I can see, I don't see that option to switch the time frames. So in trade tracker you can do that, and these are different time frames. All right, and then these are the display, what kind of chart you want to see, and this is a continuous data. Generally we use this continuous data for daily time frames. Right, now what is a continuous data? This will be seen in the future and option segment only. In equity segment we don't need this continuous data here. Continuous data is attaching the last month chart with the current month chart. Right, like for example, if you go to daily now, we don't see much data, isn't it? The data is starting right from here. So without clicking the continuous data, when you just click daily time frames, then you see this June month's last 3 months data. Yesterday we talked about this. Every contract has every contract has 3 months of expiry period, right? So go to 3 months back. From 3 months back also you could have seen the June month contract data, isn't it? So this data is like from 3 months back. You go back to 3 months, and from there, if you're following the chartings, then you'll be seeing this data, which is not practical. Like this is same as right now. If I want to trade Nifty, then we have June, July, August data, right? So there is you will be finding very low liquidity in the August data. No one is trading that basically. No one is trading. Everyone is trading either June or the July. Even July is also people are trading because we are end of this June contract. We just have 2 more days left for this June contract to be expired. 2 to 3 days to be left. All right. So this is for month 1, month 2, and this is month 3. Now, from here onwards, from today onwards, if I am seeing the August month chart. So this is my first month data. It will be my first month data. Next month also I am seeing August month chart, my second month data. And then third month is my August. I mean, these 3 months of August charts will be collected and will be shown to you in here, which really doesn't make any sense in terms of price action. This is a key thing basically people don't know. So keep a note on this point. I'll just repeat again. I think I was not able to make you understand properly. Now, right now, if I see Nifty to trade, I have these 3 options: June, July, and August. Now, when we approach the month of August, At that time, we'll be seeing 3 months of data, what you are seeing right over here, 3 months of data, right? Now, those 3 months are like when the month of June was going on, August chart was updating. When July was going on, August chart was updating. And then when August month has come, then August chart is over there, right? So for August also, you have three different charts, right? 3 different months of chart for August. And this goes for everyone. This goes for July as well. For July as well, you have July month data, previous month data, previous to previous month data for the July contracts only, which no one is really trading most of the cases, because most of the cases the liquidity is found on the current month data. All right. So when you don't do the continuous data thing, then it will show you data like this. But when you do go for the continuous data, then the data displayed is like, it takes like, this is June going on, which is the current month. So every month's current month's data will be displayed, will be attached together. So right now June is the current month data we have. Now June finishes up, then June data will be intact here. July starts, then July data will start over there. So it doesn't show you the 1 month of data for last 3 months like that. It doesn't show like that. It shows the continuous data option here in display will show you every current month's data attached all together. Is that clear? Or you didn't get it? Just let me know. Any queries, you type in the Telegram in the chat box. So I'll just show you that one as well. I click continuous data and see what's coming in. Now it's showing me all the data. So this is the difference. Now, there are many charting platforms. I think in MT4 also you don't have this facility. They will just show you last 3 months data. But in Trade Tiger, you have that. In Trade Tiger, when you go for daily chart, yeah, here. So see, you have all the data here. It's a continuous data chart. Okay, so I assume that you guys, the concept is clear for you guys. Good. That's a key part, and note this point always. Because if you're doing that, the other one, then you're not doing the right price action basically. Uh, so this is the time frames. Then from here you can click 2 charts, 4 charts. Then there will be 2 charts window. There will be 4 charts window like that. Then these are the indicators. We don't need that. Okay. Now here, what we need in the overall charts, basically, we just need 2 to 3 things, not much. Go to this option. I mean, okay, from here, if you click this one, then the chart will be popped out. Like it will come out in an individual bigger window. So the only thing we need is this one, cursor, where we just need to see the levels and all, right? The other one, this is information box, so we don't need that as such. This is charting tools. In the charting tools, we just need horizontal line. That's it. That's it. To draw our key levels, like the levels I have drawn in here. So like here, you click, you'll see a line drawn over there. You click I mean, this is with the left click, and then you do a right click. It's deleted. Right. This is one more problem in the Trade Tiger. In the Trade Tiger, the horizontal line drawing is easy, but editing those lines are a bit uncomfortable. It's pretty easy in the Kite. And what else we need? That's it. We don't need much in the price action things. That's it. If you sometimes we need the the train lines, even though we don't use the train line as well much. So I think, where is the train line here? I think cross line. The ray Any idea guys, where's the trend line? I don't use much basically, so I generally use it not in here. Basically, see, this is a tools. You can select your tools thing and you can adjust whatever tools you use in here, and you will see just the horizontal line I have kept, not even train line as well. So sometimes we use the train lines, so you can find out where the train line is in here. The train lines are mostly used basically just to make you understand for the lessons, and to make you understand the price action context. So like here, if I want to make you understand that what the context is going on, that the direction is going on, so I put a line in here, right? So most of the time what I do is I do it in the screenshot, so I'm not drawing on the chart. So I don't have much idea basically where it is. It's continuous. Okay, it's continuous. What's continuous? Kesha was writing. Is there anything? Okay, this one. Oh, all right. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for that, Keshav. Hmm. Now, in the trade taker, again, you have the horizontal line over here. And what else? That's it. That's it. What we want to use. And then you have this crosshair just to check out the levels. That's it. That's it we need. Okay. Now, in terms of charting platforms, one more thing we need to show at the last. And that is, this is again for the very much a big beginner who are just seeing the chart for the first time. For them, how the candles are forming, right? So let me take any one candle. It will just take 2 minutes to explain you this part, what every candle means. Can be very much boring for the new old guys, so please cooperate for the new people. We were on the same line someday, isn't it? Someday even we didn't know how the candles are forming. So this is a white candle and this is a black candle. In the sense, this is a blue candle and this is a black candle. You see, there is either a black candle or there is either or a blue candle. So I'm taking this one as a blue and this one as a black. Now the black candle is always formed. I mean, before that, every candle forms with 4 kind of data. That is open, high, low, and closing. That's it. So, oh, sorry. Like here, if you go for any candle, you will be seeing these 4 data. You see, open, high, low, and closing. This data. So with these 4 data, you will be drawing a candle, and with these 4 data, these candles are being formed really. So when the opening price, I mean here, whenever okay, before that, before the opening and closing, let me show you the shadows. All right, so in these 2 candles there are there are only one difference. That is, this is colored as blue, this is colored as blue, and this is colored as black. All right, the blue, which is white, and the black, which is black only here. Now this is, the color is based on the closing, open and closing. So when we open at a lower price and close at a higher price, this is a good sign. The price opens up in 500 and closes in 550. That's a good sign. So we make it white, or we make it blue here, or you can make any other color as per your choice. And when the opposite happens, it opens at a higher price and closes at a lower price, it goes black, because that's a bad sign. Right? It opens at 500, it closes in 450. That's a bad sign for the market, and so we make it black. And these ticks are the high and the low of the day. Whatever the highest point it went for the day, that is the ticks high, and the lowest point is the ticks low. Same remains in here. That's it. That's it. So what happened in here in this candle? We don't have a upper shadow, upper tick in here. That means since it's a blue candle or a white candle, it means price opened up in here, price closed in here, and whatever the closing price is, that's the highest point of this candle in 1 minute time frames. So if you go for 5 minute time frames, the candle will form in every 5 minutes. Here, these candles are forming in every 1 minute. So every candle is giving you data for every 1 minute, last 1 minute. That's it. And here you have this low here. And the same opposite is true in here. In this black candle, you see there is not an upper tick, or we say upper shadow. So it means price opens up here, and that's the highest point of this 1 minute candle. And this is the lowest point. Finally, price close here. That's it. So here we have the open, high, same, and you have the low, and finally price close in here. So that's how the candles are forming. We'll just give you 1 minute. Just see how a 1 minute candle forms. Oh, sorry, market is closed. I can't show you today. Anyhow, I mean, you go to your charts, go to 1 minute time frames, then keep on seeing how the candles are moving up and down, up and down, up and down, how the shadows are being formed. All right. I think in gold I can do something for you. So thing remains same for any kind of platform, any kind of stocks or commodities you see. Don't be much liquid right now. No, still it's moving. Okay, just have a look in this candle. This is a 3 minute chart I'm seeing. So every candle will be formed in the 3 minutes. So right now this is the highest point so far, and this is the lowest point. And you see there is no shadow also. So in the 3 minutes, the open and low is same. We just broke the previous high it made, and so far this is the high and this is the low. Let's see what happens after 3 minutes. Okay, so far this is the high. Move. Okay, we're again on the high, again coming down. And the 3 minute candle is over. So now this is permanent, it won't be changed. You have the lowest point, you have the highest point, the closing is in here, the open and low are the same. Right? And so when you go for the daily time frame chart, then that shows you the entire day's high, low, open, and close. All right. So that's it from this charting platforms discussion. And the next session we'll be doing on the basic technical analysis, basically basic price action analysis, where we'll be doing the charting, the candlestick momentum, the candlestick momentums, how the candlesticks are forming and how the candlestick move in either directions. So those topics will be conducted tomorrow.